Some players are great, others are legends, but only a select few become footballing gods. Zinedine Zidane didn't just play football, he orchestrated it. He was the composer, the conductor, and the artist all in one. On the field, he controlled games with the elegance of a grandmaster, making the impossible look effortless. And when he transitioned to management, he achieved what no one else had ever done. But Zidane's story isn't just one of triumph, it's also one of controversy, heartbreak, and redemption. From his rise on the streets of Marseille to his unforgettable World Cup glory, from that breathtaking Champions League final volley to the moment that shocked the world in 2006, and later, from a rookie manager to an all-time coaching great. This is the story of Zinedine Zidane, the genius who defined an era. The humble beginnings. A star is born. Zinedine Yazid. Zidane was born on June 23, 1972 in La Castellane, a tough neighborhood in Marseille, France. His parents had emigrated from Algeria, seeking a better life. But life in La Castellane was far from easy. Crime, poverty, and limited opportunities surrounded young Zidane. But he found his escape in football. On the rough concrete pitches of his neighborhood, Zidane developed his signature close control. These weren't pristine grass fields. These were small, confined spaces where skill, balance, and improvisation were everything. Here, Zidane learned to glide past defenders with grace, to think ahead before receiving the ball, to play the game like chess, while others treated it like checkers. At just 14, he joined AS Cannes Youth Academy. But Zidane wasn't an instant prodigy. He wasn't the loud, outspoken leader. He was quiet, introspective, and sometimes doubted himself. But his talent was undeniable. By 17, he had made his professional debut. By 18, he had scored his first goal. And soon his performances were catching the attention of scouts across Europe. In 1992, he moved to Bordeaux, where his talent blossomed. Zidane's touch was like silk, his vision unmatched. He wasn't the fastest player on the pitch, but he was always 2 steps ahead of his opponents. In 1995, he was named League One Player of the Year. And then, one of Europe's biggest clubs came calling, Juventus and the making of a champion. In 1996, Zidane signed for Juventus, the dominant force in Italian football. But moving to Serie A wasn't easy. Italian football was tactical, physical, and defensively ruthless. It was a different world from France. At first, he struggled. Some doubted if he could adapt. But then, he did what all great players do. He evolved. Zidane learned to move the ball faster, to anticipate defensive pressure, to control games not just with skill, but with intelligence. Within a season, he was the best midfielder in Italy. He won 2 Serie A titles, reached 2 Champions League finals, and in 1998, he was named FIFA World Player of the Year. But his biggest moment was yet to come. The 1998 World Cup. Zidane becomes a national hero. France had never won a World Cup. Zidane was their leader. He had been solid throughout the tournament. But in the final, he delivered a performance for the ages. 2 perfect headers. Zidane had risen above Brazil's defense and placed himself in history. When the final whistle blew, France had won 3-0. The country had its first World Cup. Zidane had delivered it. That night, Zidane wasn't just a footballer. He was France's hero, the son of Algerian immigrants, now the face of the nation, a symbol of unity in a country divided by race and politics. But even legends have their struggles. Real Madrid and that Champions League volley. In 2001, Real Madrid made him the most expensive player in the world. He joined the Galacticos, Figo, Ronaldo, Raul, Roberto Carlos, a team built to dominate. And then in 2002 came the moment, one of the greatest goals in football history. A left-footed volley, perfection. Zidane had delivered Madrid their 9th Champions League title, footballing art in motion. He won La Liga the next season, and in 2004, he was once again named FIFA World Player of the Year. But in 2006, his career would take an unforgettable turn. The 2006 World Cup, the headbutt hurt. Around the world, Zidane was 34. This was his last dance, and he was magnificent. He carried France past Spain, outclassed Brazil, dominated Portugal. Then, in the final against Italy, he scored a panenka past Buffon. But then came the moment that shocked the world. A red card, a tragic farewell. France lost on penalties. Zidane had walked away from football in the most dramatic way possible. The coaching genius, the 3-peat champion. Most great players struggle as managers. Zidane didn't. In 2016, he took over Real Madrid and won the Champions League. Then, he won it again and again. A historic 3-peat, the first manager to ever do it. Zidane had conquered football as a player, and now he had conquered it as a manager. The legacy of Zidane. Zinedine Zidane, an artist, a leader, a legend. Whether he returns or not, his legacy is untouchable. Merci, Zizou. What's your favorite Zidane moment? Comment below, like and subscribe for more legendary football stories.